Hello, hello. So for years now I've had my Luminance pencils scattered all around. I've used them considerably in all my professional work because of their quality and their excellent lightfast rating with all their muted colours which related to the wildlife drawings that I was doing. But I have bought them individually, and because I was working on different projects they are all scattered around. So I've got quite a few that are just hanging around in pots. I've got some that are in these rolls. I'll just show you what I've got here. This is the right collection. And you can see there's a couple of Luminance, or 3 there. Just move out of the way. I've got an overflow of duplicates in this tin I keep in here. They're all particularly all like the raw umbers, there's some buff titaniums, so I keep those in there. I also purchased quite a number of years ago when I was visiting an art fair down in the south of England, and I bought one of these as they were on offer, and it's a 40 set. This isn't what is contained in the 40 set usually, it's just got swapped in and out of all the years I've had it. So I've got them there. Where else have I got them? I've got them in lots of pots around my studio. Oh, there's this one in front of me. So this is where I've been trying to put together a palette that I could use when I'm away next. And I've just been collecting pencils that I think would look nice together. So I've got them in things like this. And I've also got them in, if you just bear with me, I'll just show you one, but jars like this as well from things that, that I've been working on. So this is, the way it usually goes is pencil cases, like downstairs there might be 1 or 2. So they get scattered around. Because I've bought them individually, sometimes I've ordered 2 or 3 at the same time to save on postage. So today I'm finally going to put to an end all this madness and organise them. So I thought that you might find this little video helpful. So stay tuned to the end if you are either considering purchasing 1, 2 or many more pencils from the Luminance range, because I'm going to swatch them all out so you can see the colours and the lightfast ratings of each pencil. Plus I'll put some photos at the end of the video, some stills, so you can see the colours a bit more clearly and some information next to them. I'm also going to share with you 5 reasons why I think that you should organise your pencil collection too, and how perhaps it could increase your creativity. So part of the reason as to why I'm doing this is, well, there's 2 main reasons actually. The first one is I was getting frustrated at not being able to lay my hands on a particular colour when I needed it, and having to search through boxes and, like I said, tins and all around the place just to try and find one pencil. And sometimes I couldn't find the pencil, so I'd go online and then order another 1 or 2, and then only for that pencil to turn up, which of course it did. The other reason is, I think, because I've done years of detailed work, my eyes have sort of suffered a little bit for it, and I think it's down to age as well, but I am finding it increasingly difficult to read the ends of these pencils, particularly the older versions of the Luminance range. The older pencils have silver writing. I'm just going to show you now on this one here, but you can see that the older ones have silver writing and the newer ones have the white writing, which is actually better to read, but it's still not the easiest. So having them swatched out, I think, getting them organised, having them swatched out with the names written clearly next to each colour is going to help me identify the pencil a lot quicker. And even though I think the tops are actually quite close to the colour on the pencil, it's still really hard to make out, I'll just move that out of the way, which colour is which. I've pulled some out just really quickly just to show you. So for example, these, I'll start with these, let's start with these 2. So they almost look identical, the tops, and when you actually swatch them out, they're fairly similar, fairly close, but we've got one which is sepia, that's on this side, and this one here is actually a warm earth 70%, I think it is. I can't read it without my little magnifying glass. It's warm earth 70%, and they just look so close to each other. So that's one example. I've also got, if you take these 3 darks, again, when you see them like that, if you've got them in a pot, they look identical, and again you can't really see which one is which, but we've got a Cattle Earth on this one, then the one in the middle is dark indigo, and then this one on the right hand side is black. So they're very similar. Even in the colours, again with these two, on the left is how do I say that, Phthalocyanine blue, and then on the right, middle cobalt blue hue. Again, they look almost identical, especially if you've got them like that. And then with a couple of lights, like I said, I've just pulled these out at random. There's other examples as well, but I think on the left is, just trying to make that out, it's a primrose, and on the right we've got a Naples ochre. Again, so they're very similar. So that's another reason, is that getting them swatched out with the names next to them, you can actually see the difference in the colour a bit more, well, clearly. And yeah, you can get to your pencil a lot faster. So over the years, I've seen artists use these wallets or zip pouches for organising their pencils in, and I've got to say I used to think that this was a little bit over the top, so yeah, I avoided it really, and then I got to thinking, well, actually it could be a really useful tool. So we've already covered that it makes it easy to read and find a colour, but I'd also discovered 5 other reasons why I think it's going to be a good idea to organise my pencils in one of these. So just having a quick look. So they simply zip up. They've got, I'll just show you, 3 compartments. I've unzipped them just so I know what I'm doing. But yeah, they've got 3 zip compartments, and I can't actually remember off the top of my head how many they hold in all, but this is a 100 collection that I've got in here. So I'll just show you. So we've got this one, and then these, and then this back, what should we call it, a leaf or backside. And then there's obviously some spares as well there for some other pencils. So yeah, you've got plenty of room in here. I think there's 22 obviously in, well, I'll tell you why in a minute, why obviously, but 22 in each row. So what I've done is, and I think I saw this being done somewhere else, but I've nicked it as an idea. I've made a little booklet, and it's basically 2 bits of watercolour paper, and I've just stapled the middles together to make a little booklet, and then divided the page up into 22 sections, and they pretty much match each pencil. So what I'm going to do is write the name for each pencil on this bit, and then in these areas I'm going to swatch from dark to light, so we get the full tonal range of each pencil. And then at the end, I think I might even write the lightfast rating. So yeah, that's the idea for the booklet, so that I can easily just match it up and see which pencil is which, and obviously I've got the name as well. So the hardest thing that I actually found when deciding to make this swatch chart was deciding which order to put the colours in. You could of course use Caran D'Ash's order, just go to their website, or if you can find, if you look on something like Jackson's, it'll have them listed, I think. You could just use that. You could do it into your own colour section, so try and go from lightest to darkest, however it flows best for you really. You could do it by light fastness, so you could put all your ones together, so you've got all the really light fast ones and then all the twos together. That's another way of doing it. It's how it works for you. I think that's the secret. How I've done it is I've matched it to a comparison chart that I've used for years. I'll go into what that is in another video, but basically it's a chart that matches all the colours of all the ranges together, which is really useful if you find yourself needing a colour that you haven't got and you might have a different range. Anyway, so that's what I've done. I've used my comparison chart, and that's why I've ordered them like this. They might not be completely obvious to somebody looking at it, but they work quite well. We've got lights here going from sort of your whites and your beiges, yellows, oranges, reds. Gets a little bit mixed up perhaps here, but you've got your mauves, your purples, going on to your blues, your greens, and you've got your umbers, your darker colours, and yeah, your Payne's greys and that. So I've got a rough idea, I think, of where I know where all the colours are going to be. So that's how I've done mine. So I'm just going to talk a little bit as well about the actual Luminance pencil itself. I'll just use this box here as a bit of a background. So these are excellent pencils. They're really well respected by people because the lightfast rating is excellent and the quality of the pencil is really good. They're an absolute joy to use. They are wax based, they are soft, they're creamy. They're a lot. If you compare them to the polychromos, then yeah, they are a lot softer. The polychromos is quite hard compared to these. You can purchase them individually, like I've done through the years, or you can buy a set. I got a 40 set that I've had for quite a few years here, but you could buy the whole set if you want. They've got smaller sets. They brought out, there wasn't originally 100, there was only, I think it was like 70 something colours, and then they added to it with a portrait set which expanded it to the 100. So they had like a portrait set. So yeah, you can buy it in different ways. When you do purchase them, whether it's in the set or individually, they come pre-sharpened, so you don't have to go through the whole set and sharpen them, which can be an absolute pain. They are water resistant, they are smudge resistant. Like I said, they've got 100 colours. They've got a lovely wide core to them, and the barrel, if you want to know, is made of cedar wood. So yeah, it's a lovely pencil, and if you want to find the lightfast rating, the Luminance only use a 1 or a 2, and they simply have it on the barrel. So we've got lightfast 1 there, and if it's a lightfast 2, that would have that there as well. So just have LF1 or LF2. I'll just talk briefly about the lightfast range. I'll just talk briefly about the lightfast system that they use, and it's called a very forgettable ASTM D6901 scale, which runs from 1 to 5. All the luminants are 1 or 2s. So 1 is the most lightfast, which means it won't fade. 5 is the least lightfast, meaning it will fade. So these are all 1 and 2s, which is excellent and deemed lightfast. So you can feel pretty safe using them. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is swatch them all out, and then I'll just talk to you about the reasons that I think it's good to swatch out all your pencils. I just want to drop in as well, this might be really useful to people who want to buy 1 or 2 pencils. If you want to watch the actual time lapse of each colour, then you'll get to see what the colour is actually like. I know screens obviously don't make it quite as easy to identify what they're going to look like, but it will give you an idea. So if you only want to purchase 1 or 2 colours, at least you can see them all in a bit more depth.
Such an easy road to take, with such a heavy load to carry. And though it never seems to break, you're walking on a thin line all the way. Ooh, I'm in the fallback, baby. You are
could sit around and wait all day. You lay easy on my mind, like a candle I just burn away. All we really have is time. All we really have is time. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you. I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody but you. What was it they used to say? Seeking you will find. There is nothing in you that is fading. All you ever do is shine. You are brighter all the time. And I don't wanna waste it on anybody. Take it with anybody. blue dew, blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue dew, that mood, sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired, singing all night long? Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not blue dew, blue moon, been one or two since I ran into you. Do you need a picture? Well, that gets old. It's hard to take one when your iPhone's full. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue.
So as you've just seen in the video, I've swatched them all out. So we've now got all our little colour charts that correspond with the pencils, and I've written the names clearly next to each one. So I've done it, so I've got 1, 2, and then if I turn the page, then I've got 3 and 4, and then if I turn the page again, I've got the final section on the back. So yeah, it's I think it's going to be really useful. So while I was swatching these all out, I started thinking about how it's going to be useful to do this. So here are my 5 reasons why it's a good idea to do this. So firstly, the first reason, we sort of covered it a little bit, it saves time. That is time spent rooting through drawers, boxes, pencil cases, etc. And then also time spent trying to read the ends of the pencils. And that is time that you could spend making art. So that's the first reason to do it. It saves time. The second reason is it stops you getting stuck in what I call a colour rut. So it encourages you to be more creative and use different colours. Honestly, this range has so many beautiful colours that I find myself reaching for the same old colours when in fact I could be using some really nice, interesting, different colours. I'm just going to give you a quick example. I quite like to use the forest in the lightfast range, but you could equally, if you were just using this range, instead of using a black, you could use like the dark phthalocyanine green, which would be a lovely forest alternative. And again, you could just pick a random blue because you've got so many here that you could use instead of the same old ultramarine or cobalt blue. So I do think it encourages you to be a bit more creative when it comes to using some different colours and not always reaching for the same ones. So it stops you being stuck in a colour rut. That is reason number 2. So for reason number 3, I think it's like an instant library of knowledge. If you record information on your swatches, for example, the lightfast rating, or perhaps if you've got a pencil in a different range that compares to it, then you never know when that could be handy. If you lose one of them, you could use a different one from another range. Yeah, you can record, maybe not so much with this pencil, but with some of the other pencils that don't have such good lightfast ranges. Say if you were swatching out, I don't know, I'm just going to say polychromos because that's another one that I have. If you were swatching out your polychromos, you can see the ones that are fugitive or the ones that don't have such good lightfast ratings against the ones that do. So it's like a library of knowledge as well. You can put your notes on it and you can see the colours instantly, what you can swap in and out, and lightfast rating. So that's your library of knowledge. That's reason number 3. Reason number 4 is I've been trying to do more sketching outside and I wanted to take pencils out with me, but I don't want to take the same pencils from different ranges. So it's a really useful way of making instant quick decisions about what you want to take out that day. If you're in one environment, you might find that you need more blues, then you need greens or earthy colours, you might want more bright colours, depends what you're doing. So yeah, it's an instant way of searching for colours and not having to go through them one by one. So I think that's reason number 4. I'm just going to add another bit to reason number 4 is that you can, take pencils out from different ranges, but you can also use this chart to compare it to other charts that you might have as well. So I've been particularly loving the Ocean Blue Dark from the Lightfast range, so I would know that there would be no need for me to also take out the Malachite Green from the Luminance range. So it's sort of a similar thing really, but it saves you taking out a similar pencil from a different range. So yeah, that's all of reason number 4. Reason number 5 is it simply saves you money. So if you can manage to return your pencils to your set, you won't buy accidental duplicates like I've done sometimes. On more than one occasion, I've hunted around my studio, hunted in drawers, looked everywhere for one colour. I had one recently which was the Derwent Inktent, and I was looking for my oak and I looked everywhere for it, couldn't find it. I ordered 2, lo and behold, the next day I found 2. So I've ended up with 4 oaks, so I am not going to run out of that pencil. But yeah, you won't, if you've got them in here, then it's going to stop you from buying duplicates when you don't really need to. And I've got a bonus tip for you. So the bonus tip is, so I'm just going to do this up for you, it is, oops. It is a really portable little system for taking around all your pencils. I've got to be honest, I used to think this was a bit sad, but I now think it's actually really handy. I know that they're all there. I've actually found some Caran stickers, so I've put those on this one so I can identify that I've got my Caran pencils in this one. And yeah, it makes it really portable. So whether you're going away for a holiday or you just need to transport it easily to, I don't know, a club, or you just want to move from room to room or go outside in your garden, you can just take it with you instantly. And it's, it holds them really well. It safeguards them a little bit and you can personalise it yourself, so another extra bonus. So yeah, that's the extra bonus. So I do hope it's been some type of help for you today. I was a bit, do I do this video? But yeah, I'm hoping that if you just want to buy 1 or 2, it's going to help you with the swatch chart, make your minds up about what you want to do. And I did find it a really useful exercise when I swatched it out and thought of all the ways that this is going to be of use. Time will tell, hey. So please drop me a comment below if you've got any questions. If anyone wants to answer anyone's questions, that's great as well. I mean, let's just start a community, and that would be great. Remember, it really helps and supports this channel if you like and subscribe or comment, and I really look forward to seeing you next time. So have a great week and I will see you soon. Bye.